live from the Mike Eisenstadt Performing Studio. This is the Live Music Showcase brought to you today by WMNF Tampa and listeners just like you. And I'm here. I'm Bill Dudley. I'm here with Jeannie Holton. She's going to help us tell you about our spring fundraising marathon going on right now here at WMNF. We had a little setback in that, now I'm not saying it was the Russians.
It could have been,
but
though.
It
could have been.
Anyway, our phones do not work.
That's right. No phones at the marathon.
We're hoping to have some phones by the end of this hour, but right now, the way that you pledge to keep WMNF on the air is by going to WMNF.org and look at the tip jar. It's right there. Be sure to designate your pledge for the Live Music Showcase here on WMNF. You can also go to our Live Music Facebook page, and you can watch our live streaming video. This is a very good-looking band, so I know you're going to want to do that.
Absolutely. Good-looking, good-sounding.
Yeah, and that is facebook.com/LMSWMNF, as in Live Music Showcase.
You know, Bill, this is not unprecedented. We remember back in the early days when we went off the air during a marathon.
I know we used to go off the air all the time.
For like 2 weeks during a marathon, and it was like, but we still did really, really well in that marathon because the listeners come through one way or the other and just throw an obstacle in front of us and defy us to make it happen. And that's what's going to happen here on this show right now. We're going to
WMNF.org or Facebook, and there's a button right there that you can push that'll take you right to our page.
And you show all those CIA operatives and all those people that are making this happen that you can go and you can donate on the Live Music Show. And
hey, our band this afternoon, Passerine.
Yay.
They've never been on our show before. They're really great. We're going to let them start off with the tune. Tell us what you're going to play, guys. Welcome.
Thank you. We're going to start with the title track of our very first album, Another Song About a Bird.
That's a good album. I have that album.
That's a great song.
Well, you can just fly away, leave me dangling here in the tree, tied up and twisted. Silent wings flies through the air as you flew, and here you pulled the sun along with you. And I'm hanging here drenched in a cold hard rain, listening for the tune I thought I heard you sing. Dug those talons deep when you carried me here. You left me shaking down, senseless. I've got to figure out a way to get out of here. Jumping is an option, but it's landing that I fear. My fur can fly like feathers do, find my way down. Branch by branch I'll work it out until there's solid ground. And it's you who brought me here in the cold hard rain. You left me in your nest, broken, wet, and pain. I almost made it out when you flew back by, but you swallowed me whole. I surrender.
great song from Passerine, our guest on today's live music showcase.
Love it. Hope you're going over to your computer right now. Go to WMNF.org or just hit us up on our Facebook page.
LMS WMNF on Facebook, and look for that button, the donate button on the top right of the Facebook page.
Bill, you want to talk about some of the things that you have to offer just real quick, maybe just a couple of things?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say thanks to Anonymous from Riverview, who
Thank you.
donated, gave us a pledge even before the show was on the air.
We like that. Thank you
we like
for
to
supporting.
hear about that. Yeah. Another thing is we have our Circle of Friends, which is a really great thing. It's a sustaining membership. And if you'd like to know more about that, just go to WMNF.org, and you can do it for a small amount or a larger amount. A lot of people are doing that these days. I think it's a great idea.
It's the easiest way to keep WMNF operating on an even keel. You can give something like $10 a month, and then it would be a $120 pledge a year, but you're only giving $10 a month. You won't miss it. Comes right out of your account, and it's gone. I said that one time, and my husband chirped up that I didn't miss it because it was coming out of his account.
Yeah, that's the way to do it.
Yeah.
Hey, let's introduce our band here.
Good idea.
We didn't get around to that. The leader of this band, I don't know. She's the gal on the great big guitar, and her name is Carmela. And you look at that name and you think, not sure how to pronounce that, but Karma La, you've heard about Shangri-La. Here's Carmela.
And she's on the beautiful Gibson guitar.
I know, it's gorgeous.
Acoustic guitar. Gorgeous.
So, Carmela, why don't you introduce the other folks in the band?
Oh, absolutely. On the
Talk in your
resonator
mic
guitar, on my far left is David Brain. Resonator guitar is also known as a Dobro. So for anyone out there wondering what that sounds.
Sounds great.
He's got the black Stealth model.
Yeah.
And to my immediate left is Sara Stovall.
Hello.
She, it's a violin and a fiddle, so I call it a fiddle in.
Yeah.
And do you play mandolin also?
I do a little bit. I chunk away at it best I can, anyways.
She's a bundle of talent, folks.
Yes, she
Yeah.
is. Yes, she is. And then to my right is Doug Conroy on the, as Sarah calls it, the doghouse bass.
Yeah. There's nothing can sound like a real acoustic upright bass.
That's right.
There's no way to simulate that thing
I
electronically.
agree with that.
And I just want to
tried.
say, if you do go to the WMNF site and there's a tip jar on there, any tips you guys put in there, we're going to be sure to give to WMNF
Yeah, we
while we're
promise.
playing. We promise. So fill it up while we're on.
You can see all of these wonderful people right now by going on Facebook Live. It's being recorded by the wonderful Bob Hoke and team over here.
Yeah.
And
We've got Yumiko Thomas and Richard Stone on the cameras today. We got Mark Perfetti doing the mixography today. He always does such a superb job.
he is an excellent mixologist.
So once again, donate to our show, the Live Music Showcase here on WMNF. Go to WMNF.org right now, or go to Facebook.com/LMSWMNF and hit that button.
We need to raise about $1,500 in the show.
I think we can do it.
I think we can do it if we get some of your really loyal listeners. I'm sure we have a lot of local musicians out there that listen to this show.
We've actually got we've got a couple of guitars here that were donated by the very nice folks at Dean Guitars, and I'll be showing you those. But let's have another song first from Passerine.
Oh, absolutely. We'll do one now from our newest album that we released in 2016. This is a traditional tune about a no-good moonshine girl named Darlin' Corey.
No good moonshine.
No good. All trouble. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold, damp ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, we're gonna lay Darlin' Corey down. Wake up, Darlin' Corey, honey, what makes you sleep so sound? You know them revenue officers are coming, they're gonna tear your steel house down. Well, 44 buckled around her body, and a guitar on her knee. So dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold damp ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, we're gonna lay Dolly Corey down. Get away, darling Corey. Quit your hanging around my bed, 'cause your liquor's done ruined my body. Pretty woman, you're gone to my head. So go away, darling Corey. Get away and fetch me my gun. You know I ain't no man for a fighting, but I'll die before I run. Can't you hear those bluebirds singing? Can't you hear the mournful sound as the preaching darling Corey's funeral in some lonesome graveyard ground? So dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold damp ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, we're gonna lay Dolly Corey down. So dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold damp ground. Everybody, dig a hole in the meadow, we're gonna lay Dolly Corey down. Dig a hole in the meadow, dig a hole in the cold damp ground. Dig a hole in the meadow, we're gonna lay Dolly Corey down. We're gonna lay Dolly Corey down. We're gonna lay Dolly Corey down.
Yeah,
Wow,
good job,
what a
guys.
great version of that song. I love
That
it.
is really a killer version.
Oh man, if you are listening online, you need to go online and give a little in the tip jar. And you know, maybe not just a little. If you're a person that can give $1,000 and become
That would help us a lot.
sustaining member, that would be way awesome. You could
Yeah.
get guest passes to
Yeah.
our concerts. You could get
I'll tell you what,
a
you know,
paver.
we got a whole lot of thank you gifts. There's
lot of
like a
lists.
whole page and a half of them here.
your phone answers will
But
know.
but when you well, they're not going to be calling for a while.
Oh, that's right.
So when you go online, all the info is right there on the website, WMNF.org.
Good point.
There's a whole bunch of stuff there, and you know, rather than us go through all these different
We don't want to go through all
ball
this.
caps,
But we do
beverage,
want to
treats,
remind you
know,
how
all that stuff.
important it is. It's really
Yeah,
important
that's the
to,
thing.
to go online and make a tip. And one, like if you were calling, you know, go on. Don't just if you $5. If you can just do $5, okay. But if you do $5 a month, that's a $60 pledge. If you do $10, $120 pledge. And we need to get some large pledges. Do you do any kind of guest hosting on this show?
Not at the moment.
Not
no.
right now,
We've got a bunch. If you just go.
Oh, we've got some people to thank.
Yeah, we do have some people to thank. We let's see. We had a call from Armina.
It's hard, isn't
Oh,
it?
I
You're
know.
used
It's
to saying it.
It's 38 years of saying
Bill and
call now.
I-
It's hard
Bill
to.
and I have been on this radio station for 38 years. I can't believe it, Bill. We knew each other when we were young.
We were young, relatively young.
Yeah, but music keeps us young, doesn't it?
That's correct. Also, Julie Latimer of St. Petersburg.
Julie.
Do you know her?
I love Julie.
Oh,
yes.
well, that's
Julie
great.
is a huge WMNF. Well, she's not huge. She's kind of thin, but she is a big WMNF fan. She loves WMNF, and I know she loves so many shows
Well,
on this
thank you,
radio
Julie.
station. Thank you, Julie.
Once again, that's WMNF.org or Facebook.com/LMS WMNF. Look for the big button that takes you directly to the to the pledge site. We also heard from Bob Hoke. Wait a minute, he's directing this TV show.
Where's the dogs?
Bob pledged on behalf of his doggies, I guess.
Oh, he did.
And
He's
we
a great guy.
That's the kind of people we have volunteering here at WM.
That's
We're all volunteers.
And if you're out there and you listen to the show and you love hearing this great live music, then you keep it going. This is what happens with the radio station, is that one pledge at a time, we keep this radio station moving
amazing.
and
It's
going.
amazing.
And we've done this
38 years.
long time,
Yeah, 39 years.
But you
coming
can
up
make
in
it happen.
September.
It still takes, it's not going to happen on its own. We do get 70% of our funding from people just like Julie Latimer and Bob Hope that just keep it going. And so some people think we have some big grants from CPB or something like that. No. And this is a station.
This is not the Bud Light live music show.
No, it's not. And you know what else? We don't want to depend on those kinds of big donors. We want to depend on you, because that keeps us free and it keeps us fair and it keeps us honest. So if you like that, if you like having a community radio station and you want to be one of the people that supports it and keeps it on the air, especially in these times, then you should go over to your computer and go to the Facebook page, facebook.com/LMSWMNF, or
go to WMNF.org.
Thanks.
Check out the thank you gifts, and
Put some money in our tip jar so we can give it to the station.
I'll tell you what. Let me just talk about one thank you gift here, which was donated to the show. We actually have 2 guitars. And if you're on you're on our Facebook Live feed, you can see that one of them is the big one here is a really nice Dean guitar, and I'm looking to see what the model of this, but I don't see it inside, so it must be somewhere. Anyway, this is a nice standard size flat top dreadnought guitar, and this is going to go for a $175 pledge to WMNF.
Wow.
That's pretty easy.
That is pretty nice.
It's a nice guitar.
Hey, now.
Yeah,
It's nice if you want to do this maybe for a gift for someone, Valentine's Day, birthday. The gift of music, you can't go wrong. You can never go wrong. And this be a good learner's guitar. Bill, that sounds nice. Dean guitar, beautiful.
Yeah, it's a nice
Really
guitar.
beautiful.
We also have a very small guitar, little would be perfect for a child first guitar.
That's right.
Or something to take on a trip or to the beach
Yeah,
or something. Let me hold that up. Hang on.
And I always say, if you're going to give a child a guitar, give them a real instrument.
Yes, not a toy.
Yeah.
I agree. Because you don't want to turn them off of music. That's not the
Right,
idea.
right.
And sometimes when you give them a toy, it is a toy. But
This is actually a nice little guitar, and we're going to let this go for 85 smackaroons.
I can't believe you're doing that. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
$85 for
it's
this
well-
guitar.
it's
Can you
well worth
describe
it.
the guitar?
It's a small body, flat top steel string guitar, and made by Dean. This is model TRV-DSPR. I don't know what all that means, but it's a small one. It's just right for a kid.
Very nice, brand new guitar
Or for
a
one you want to take on a trip.
little trip. You want to have a little guitar, and
So $85.
there you go. $85. Has a real nice little design down there.
It's great.
I have a lot of friends in Sarasota with little kids. You guys are on my Facebook page. You better pledge to the station and take that guitar for one of your kids. I'm
It's
serious.
perfect. Even if you save it till the holidays or whatever.
Can't buy much for 85.
You know
so
what? You
it's-
can go online to Facebook and see this wonderful band live and their songs, and you can see the wonderful Bill Dudley. And
And the wonderful Jeannie Holt.
yes, thank you very much. We want the station to do well because we really value this community radio station. So we're hoping that you will send us a little tip right now. Anything you can do. If it's $25, that's okay. If it's $125, that's even better.
And if it's $1,000, you can get a benefit pass. Come to 13 months of benefits.
It's amazing
What a
how many
deal.
people walk right in the door, past the line, even the things that are completely full. Those benefit passes walk in the door, and they're
VIP.
they're very lucky to be able to do that. I'm always very envious of that.
So we'd like to shout out to Mildred, who's
Mildred.
she's holding down the control room side of the station today. But another one of our great live music showcase volunteers, Mildred Matos, and today she's the producer here.
She is awesome.
Yeah.
But if you want to show how much you appreciate the great sound coming out of this band and out of this live music studio, then this is your chance to do it. Go online to WMNF.org. Hit the tip jar. You can put comments in there. Tell us that you like what you're hearing. And what about some more music, Bill? What do you think?
Let's have a tune from Passerine, our band on today's show.
Now, didn't you say that one of the gentlemen that pledged was, it was actually for his dog pledged?
No, I say it's on behalf of his dog.
On behalf of his dog. Well, we're going to do
He
a
has a
song
bunch
for his
of
dog.
dogs.
You're gonna do a dog song.
This song is, Doug Conroy's going to sing the song for you, and it's actually about his dog.
Aw.
It's called Dog in the Yard. It's a takeoff of Ralph Stanley.
Doug on the bass.
Go Dougie. Mashed potatoes.
I got a dog in the yard, laying a feeder on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed her when I'm gone.
Going up a mountain, sow a little cane, raise a jug of sorghum for sweet little Liza Jane.
I got a dog in the yard, laying a feeder on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed her when I'm gone.
Yep.
What you cooking?
Mix up some magic brownies, mix them all around. When you get those brownies mixed, we're Colorado bound.
I got a dog in the yard, laying a feeder on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed her when I'm gone.
Ah, Sara Stovall.
Hey Dougie, how's the weather?
Our clouds are rising, surely a sign of rain. Get your old gray bonnet on, sweet little Liza Jane.
I got a dog in the yard, laying a feeder on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed her when I'm gone. I got a dog in the yard, laying a feeder on. All I need is a pretty little girl, feed her when I'm gone. I got a dog in the yard, laying a feeder on.
All I need's a pretty little girl.
Right. Going out to Bob Hoke's dogs.
Music from Passerine, our guest on today's show. Passerine is a common name for any one of the birds that perch,
Oh, love that.
as opposed to birds that do what? Water birds
Right.
or flightless birds.
Raptors.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
perching birds.
We
So-
love that.
Yeah, so that's where the name comes from, folks.
You know, we want to remind people that it might just be tuning in that we're having some problems with our phones, believe it or not. And so you may not be able to call on the phone to donate and support this show on WMNF. You'll need to go to your computer and can they call the radio? I guess they can't get through it all on the phone. I was
no
just trying to
phones.
wonder if they could call anybody, but I think you just need to go to on your computer.
Don't
and
call 911.
No,
don't
no,
do it.
no, don't do that. No, go on to WMNF.org and you will be able to. It's real easy. You just fill out a few little things and there you go.
It's quick, it's easy, and it's works like a champ.
And if I could point out, you could get a guest pass for 2 for a generous $1,000 pledge, and then you and your.
No, there are CDs. There's
It goes
fish
all
out
the
of
way
water,
down to a student,
CDs.
senior listener sponsor, student listener sponsor for only $20.
Yeah.
Everything in between. A peace magnet for $50.
Peace Magnet. Wasn't that a song? Peace Magnet.
I think it ought to be. And this is the one I heard Daniel Ruth pushing, the WMNF beverage bottle. So that seems appropriate. And that's it's $88.50. So there you go. But there's a lot of reasons to give. We have a Like Really Smart T-shirt for an $88.50 pledge. The most important.
That's like really smart.
Yeah, like it is. But if you could go on to WMNF.org, or you could go on Facebook and see this wonderful band playing, which is really fun, then
And while
that
you're
would be
there,
cool.
hit that button.
Hit that tip jar and give us a little. We haven't had a tip in a while, so please give us a tip. You can give us more than one kind of tip. You can give a $1 tip, and then you could give us any other tips you might have. So there you go. We need you.
Yeah, we need you to do it during this hour here.
That's
for the
right.
Live
During
Music
this hour,
Showcase.
we have a $1,500 goal. We're challenged by the fact that the phones are down, but we know that you're out there on your computers looking at this wonderful band and this show. There's so many ways to do it, and if you are used to going online, which I know you are, then you could easily support us, which is very important. Please
Well,
give.
The band Passerine, our guests on today's show. I'm sorry I'm so hoarse today, but
I didn't notice.
just getting over a little cold. But it seems to be pretty much gone now. They've got a bunch of gigs coming up. They're going to be at the Little Everglades Ranch in Dade City
Oh,
for
cool.
Ranch Days.
Wow, and when is that?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Wow.
And then in a few more weeks, they're going to be up at Willfest.
Oh, I'll see you there.
At their Sertoma Ranch, also near Dade City.
You look forward to the Will McLean Music Festival
Yeah,
every year.
Willfest, Will McLean Festival. They're going to be at the Independent in Tampa also in March.
On the 18th.
And they're going to be at Ella's in April. And a whole bunch of other places, too. You can see this band around town. They're a great band. They've last year came out, or the year before last, came out with their 3rd CD.
Which is awesome.
I imagine you're working on your 4th CD.
Always.
Always the next one.
You do a mixture of traditional and self-made tunes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are we gonna do another one for you?
I
now?
would
Oh,
lo-
yeah.
Well, we were
Alright,
just
go
getting
on.
around to that.
Well, I'll just real quick. My favorite T-shirt. It's a trivia thing. You look it up. There was a T-shirt from WMNF one year, and it said, "What kind of country music do you like?" You remember that?
What kind of country music?
Sure, we play country music. What country?
What
That's
country?
right, that's right.
That's right.
And it had a
that's right.
picture of a guy and a big head.
an
dress.
African guy.
But this next song we're going to do, and we do like to do all kinds of music. You'll find we do a little grass, we do a little folk, and we do some sweet stuff. We're going to do a waltz. And this song was actually written by a friend of ours named Charlotte June Benedict. And she was in a band that was here, I'm certain, called the Mayhaws at one time or another. So she's in Chattanooga, Tennessee, raising a sweet little girl with her husband, Brian. But this song is called Everybody's Got One. We're going to do for you now. I was having a cup of tea with gonna open up my heart-shaped box with the silver key I keep in a dusted drawer in my room. Dump it out, dump it out, dump it out, set it all free into the wild world, sunlight and gloom. It ain't easy to hold on to the one that got away. It ain't easy to move on. It's too much work to stay. And I know everybody's got one, the one that got away. They got a heart-shaped box to keep them in for one day, a heart-shaped box to keep them in for one day.
Real nice song.
Great music on a Friday afternoon
Yeah.
from Passerine.
It's kind of a tearjerker.
It is.
Yeah, it is sad, but it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Passerine, our guest on today's live music showcase here from WMNF in Tampa. We're asking for your support this week on the live music showcase, and the way to do that is to go to WMNF.org. You can watch the show on our Facebook live feed, which is facebook.com/LMSWMNF. There's even a button right there next to the feed where you can push and go directly to a contribution page. But
You
we
know-
need to hear from you right now, and we did have,
A great, right during that break, we had a really good,
Vince from Pinellas Park.
that's right.
And he's going to grab that Dean St. Augustine acoustic guitar. That was the name of it, the St. Augustine. All
I was
right.
looking for Vince's name. It's a little bit of a challenging name.
Well, he says all we need to do is say Vince from.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Pinellas
Well, he's
Park.
going to get that guitar. That is awesome. He'll enjoy that.
Yeah.
He'll
we
enjoy that.
We still have our little kid guitar, and for an $85 pledge, you
Do
can
you have
grab
a
that.
little kid, or do you have a little grandkid, or do you niece or a nephew?
or for your beach guitar.
$85 pledge. You
Yeah,
can't
you
beat
can't go
that.
wrong
It's a
with that.
really good deal.
We've got a lot of other great thank you. We've got CDs. We've
ball
got,
cap.
the
The really smart T-shirt.
Cozy's evening event passport. Right, that's what it's called.
You know, totally. That's what I would take. Event passport for one, $500. Event passport for two, $1,000. This is something that is really important because really it's about supporting the radio station. 70% of our donations make our budget. And so we have a really big budget. So we need each and every one of you to give. We're asking you to give. We hope you'll go to your computer right now and give. And you know what? We haven't even mentioned the app. The app on the phone is so easy. You
makes it very nice.
It's totally easy. So if you haven't already downloaded the app, then go ahead and do so. It just takes a minute or two, and then you can have everything right at your fingertips.
Well,
and,
why should people want to contribute to this live music showcase?
Well, for one thing, Carmela's mouth is dropping because
I'm asking a rhetorical
he's just
question.
prodding me. He's prodding me. We want to support this radio show right now because not only do we have great music coming out today and every Friday afternoon, we have great people that come through town. And, I know personally a lot of people contact me, and before they ask if they can come on my show, they ask if they can come on your show. And I'm like, but a lot of people, I'm sure, I don't know how far out you're booked, but we have bands from all over the country that want to be on this show. And why? We have such great engineering. There are people that have taken the songs recorded during this show and put them right on CDs.
Right, and we have to thank
CD quality.
our sound mixer, Mark Perfetti,
Mark
making
Perfetti,
that
he
happening.
is amazing. He does
with
great
his,
sound.
with his crew.
And so we have great bands, we have great sound week in and week out, and that's one reason to give. If you're a local musician, you know how important it is to have your music heard. And if you would like to continue to have access and to this, what is your radio station, then you have to pay your dues, basically, and whatever you can. If you can give $100, that's great. If you can give $500, that's really great. And so there you go.
And
I
the
could
way
give
to
you
do
more
that-
reasons, but not too many at a
The way
time.
to do that is WMNF.org right now,
Or the app.
or the app. Yeah, it's great. Download the app. You'll be happy.
You will.
Passerine is our guest on today. Passerine are our guest on today's show. This is a band. How long have you been a band? Tell us just a quick bio thing here.
We
This is David on the
David
Dobro.
Brain.
I formed the band in 2009.
Okay.
And then Sara joined us in 2011.
That's right.
Wow.
And Doug's the newcomer. He joined us in 2014.
A relative newcomer.
Relative newcomer.
And he's got a great voice, too. He should sing more.
He's all choked up.
He's recovering from a cold,
Thanks,
too.
Bill.
Yeah.
If-
Like Mark,
So-
you've rendered him speechless.
Can
If
I ask
you-
a question?
Yeah.
Can I make a challenge
Oh,
donation?
we would love you to do
You
that.
can
What if I
make
say
it.
that I will match, all you musicians out there, I'm challenging you to call in and donate, and I will match up to $200.
Wow.
$200. They need to go to the website right now,
Right now.
WMNF.org.
Right now.
And David Brain on the Dobro.
Carmela's speechless.
Yeah.
$200
for that
match.
new paint.
$200 matching.
We have a
pledge.
challenge here. If you're a
challenge.
musician,
That's what I meant to say.
and if you're out there and you're a musician and you're hearing this show, wherever you are, and you want to
You don't have to be a musician. Just
we
he
would-
challenges
that's right.
anybody that wants
that wants to keep this show going,
that can get in touch with us right now. That's at WMNF.org. The only way to do it.
or Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook.com/LMSWMNF, as in Live Music Showcase.
That's right. You can see how beautiful we are, all of us, by going to the Facebook page. It's
Yeah,
being-
I'll hide when you're doing it.
you and me both, buddy. But I'm trying not to think about it. But the fact is, some people are at home; they want to see what's going on. So you can just go on Facebook and see us all in our glory.
It is a nice looking band. And we'd
It
like to thank
is.
our video crew. Bob Hoke directs the show, Richard Stone and Yumiko Thomas doing the cameras
Making
today.
it happen. You can make it happen right now by going to your computer, going to WMNF.org, live music show, and please make a donation to this show and to
Steve
this radio
Arduengo
station.
produces the show. Mildred Matos today in the control room, keeping things together. You can always get in touch with us on the show at WMNF.org/livemusic. Or actually, you can email us at livemusic@WMNF.org. But right now, we want you to go to WMNF.org and click on the tip jar to keep this radio station and this radio show going. So once again, that's WMNF.org. That's the way to do it. Let's have another song
Let's make the challenge, $200 challenge out there.
from David.
Let's get going.
That's right. You heard the man. Okay. Well, we've done a song about a bird and we've done a song about a dog. We're going to introduce a new...
About a
animal.
python.
Yeah. Well, we're going to introduce the
Ooh, that's the next song.
song about a snake,
Yeah,
python
songs.
in particular. I think we could make that happen. But now we will do a song about a fish.
Aw,
It's a true
It's a true story.
It is a true story.
Sarah's fish tail.
fish out of water.
Indeed. Fish drank the river to its dregs. He saw me on the bank and he grew some legs. Fish walked up onto dry land. He grew a pair of arms and he grabbed my hand. With eyes like mud and teeth like pearls, to love of my life, come and be my world. But do one thing, for I call you mine. You can't drink no more than cruise wine. I looked at the bottle in my hand. I said, oh, what the hell, and I dove on in. Jonah, how I envy you. Riverbed's black where the sea shines blue, and his breathless hug, I'll have no peace. At least Jonah was swallowed by a warm-blooded beast. By a heart of stone. Jonah, now I envy you. The riverbed's black where the sea shines blue, and his breathless hug, I'll have no peace. At least Jonah was swallowed There saw my face get hollow and thin, and he feared the fire underneath my skin. A more faithless wife I never have seen. A week in the water didn't wash you clean. I cast you out, you'll never be true. Go back to the bottle of that old cuckoo. And then he took and he smashed my heart of stone. I hollered for the pain and I floated home. Jonah, no more jealousy. A heartbreaking fish set me free. You can ask any wanderer over this world. A fish is no husband for a hot-blooded girl.
Yeah. Is that one? That's one you wrote, right?
I did write that.
Jeez, you know, folks, that was Sara.
I love that.
Sarah
Sara Stovall.
Stovall on the
Sarah Stovall.
she plays fiddle, and she's just, like I said, a bundle of talent.
Do you submit some of your songs to the Willfest Song Contest?
You know, I haven't yet.
Oh, well, you need to do that
I need to
because
write
that's a
Florida
great
song.
song.
That's a good.
And
That's a good
submit
one
it.
to submit right there.
Yeah.
But you know, I remember when I first saw you guys. Well, I don't know when it was. It was
Back when you were little kids.
Yeah.
No. Back in 2009, 2010. You were very shy.
Sarah was a little kid.
Yeah. Yes. I was in my 20s then.
So they're here live on our live music showcase. The band is Passerine, which, if you didn't know, is name. It means a bird. And they've got 3 CDs. They're playing a bunch of gigs, and you can check them out right now on the live music showcase here at Facebook, our live feed, facebook.com/LMSWMNF. We'd like to thank a couple of people who have gotten in touch with us.
You know, your challenge is almost met. I know you're pretty excited.
Yeah.
The very next person that goes online and makes a pledge to us is going to meet that challenge. The door just opened.
It happened.
It happened. You're there. Oh, he sounded like as happy as I thought he might.
No, I'm excited.
Okay, you do one, and then I'll do one, and then you do one.
Well, we heard from Austin Kennedy of Bradenton.
Yeah.
He's going to grab that. He or she wants to get that little guitar. Is that a man or a woman?
Awesome, Austin.
Austin would be a guy, wouldn't it?
That's a guy.
Austin
Yeah,
is
we know
Austin's a
him.
guitar player for the Florida Mountain Boys and
Yes.
for Stumble Creek.
All right.
He's going to grab that little guitar and says hello
Okay.
to the band with a generous pledge to keep WMNF
Yay,
and the live
Austin.
music
We'll see him
showcase
tonight,
on the air.
Yes. We'll see
All right.
you. We'll see you this weekend, Austin.
Yeah,
All right.
and you got one.
I do. The wonderful other musician is Pete Hennings.
Oh, one of our favorite.
Pete Hennings. He's a multi-instrumentalist with the group 2 PM, who I absolutely love. And they've been on this show before, haven't
Yes,
they,
they
Bill?
have.
They are just
They are wonderful in
outstanding.
every way.
You know them, don't you, Bill?
Yes, I do.
They do have some really beautiful music. And Pete, I just love you. I'm so happy you called in. Thank you so much. Well, you didn't call in. You went to your computer. It's kind of hard to get used to this because
I know. We've been
just
saying it for so
happened.
many years.
It just happened right before the beginning of the show, and that is that our phones are down, and you need to go to your computer to make a donation. We have a $1,500 pledge, and we just got about $400.
$1,500 goal.
Goal, that's what I mean to say. And so I'm not sure how much we have left. Maybe they can let us know about that, but we do have a good ways to go, so keep at it. Go to your computer.
Yeah, WMNF.org or Facebook. Richard Martin of Old Bradenton
All right.
of Sarasota, actually,
At Sarasota.
called up.
See, we can't help
Friends in high
ourselves.
places.
Yes. Anyway,
thank you
with
so
a
much.
generous pledge for LMS, and that is us. So
Keeping
thank you
the
to Richard.
life.
And David's challenge has been met.
Wow. Absolutely.
And that
All in the
means
course
that
of
we are
one
now
song.
we're now
We will
we
write
also
you
have
up.
also received a $200 pledge from a
David
member
Brain.
of our band here, David Brain.
Right.
So
Now
thank
I can
you.
confess I would have given it to you anyway.
Well, I knew that, but you know what?
It worked great.
We cannot underestimate the value of supporting live music in this area. This radio station is the way that local musicians get on the air and can be heard by so many people, get their music out. Independent artists from all over the country and even the world can only be heard on community radio. Our friend John McCutcheon is in town today. I'm not sure at what point he arrives. He's playing tonight at the Craftsman House Gallery, and he would tell you that he travels all the country, and the community radio, independent radio, where we play what we want to play, is what he's all about. So hopefully, if you appreciate this music, that great music that you're hearing today on the live music show, go to your computer or go onto Facebook. You can see how beautiful we are. You can see this wonderful band, and you can leave something in the tip jar.
Cindy Carson from
All right.
Kenneth City,
Nice.
that strange little place in the middle of St. Petersburg.
Yes.
And thank you so much, Cindy, for calling in with your generous donation. We really
Download the
appreciate
app.
that.
We have a
Yeah.
great app. Even I, who, well, I don't spend a lot of time on the computer, but I have to tell you, the app is super easy. You can easily play on your phone the radio station and hear the music and make a donation and get everything about the radio station right there at your fingertips. So please go online, go to Facebook, go onto the app.
And
WMNF.
our band today is Passerine.
Thanks so much.
Let's see. I want to make sure people know how to get in touch with you guys.
Austin and Pete and
Passerine is spelled Passerine.
yes.
And they've got a website, passerinemusic.net. So let's have another tune.
The song is called Dark Bird Dream. It's an original song on our second CD. Cash out. Oh, we're cashing. We're cashing in. There's our cash in. Well, I dreamed I spoke to a dark bird. I understood he never spoke a single word. With his dark bird eye looking through me, I knew to my deepest depths he knew me. And I dreamed, oh, I dreamed, yes, I dreamed. I dream of the widest rivers flowing, the wind from the tallest mountain blowing. I seem to be high above it soaring, and I can see the smallest grasses growing in my dream.
Good job, guys.
Thank you.
Passerine, our guest on today's live music showcase here from WMNF. We heard from our buddy Rob Constable. He's got some very
All right.
talented
Hi,
students
Rob.
that he brings on our live music showcase. And thanks to Rob for remembering us in this crucial time of fundraising here at Community Radio WMNF. And we need you to step up. We still need about 750.
750. We're halfway there.
We're halfway to our goal.
And that's great. That's really good.
We've
but
got a total of 3 minutes to go. How about that? Can we do it?
3 minutes,
With your help.
$750. If we get a $500, if we get a $1,000 pledge, we got it made.
We got it
and
made.
that's a guest pass for two for $1,000
Yeah.
pledge. Or if we get even just one for $500, it would take us a long way. We need to hear from you. 3 more minutes in the show. We want to shout out to the people that shouted out to us. Andy Carpe, hey Andy. Jason Wood, to Doug. Rosie says hello from Telluride. Louis Venato. We know we have people, and Bunny Calloway. So happy to see the beautiful Carmela.
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 Remember karma-la.
I'll think about caramel. Anyway, you're all listening, but you know what? We're glad you're enjoying it. We still need quite a bit of support. $750 is what we need in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah.
If you can go online to your computer and open up your heart as much as you can, open up your checkbook as much as you can, and make a pledge. Our phones are out. We need the online pledge. Go to WMNF.org.
We're not going to let those Russians stop us
Nope.
from raising money here on the LMS.
That's right. We've
This
been
is a
hacked.
crucial time.
It is crucial, and we don't want to. The station can't really afford to lose this. We really depend on your support and your commitment. If you want to hear local music and local bands on the radio, this is where you need to let us know that.
That's right. And we'd like to thank everybody who volunteers on this show. We've got some of the best volunteers in the whole world on this show. Mark Perfetti, our mixographer. We've got Bob Hoke. Today we have Yumiko Thomas on a camera. She's doing a great job.
Yes.
We have the good physician, Richard Stone himself. And Richard also produces our our YouTube feed, which is on our channel, which is WMNF 885 FM. You can watch this show later tonight.
Oh, awesome.
And see the last 3 years, last 3 years of shows.
No matter what time of day or night it is, you can give to this show by going online to the show page and clicking the tip jar. We hope that you'll do that, and also want to give a shout out to Zen Forest in Newport Richey, who provided all that wonderful
Wonderful food.
Asian fusion.
yeah,
It's
wow.
amazing, and it's right there in Newport Richey.
Steve-
Zen Forest.
Steve Arduengo and Mildred Mattis produce our show. And I'm Bill Dudley. Jeannie Holton has been nice enough to drive all the way over here to
I had
help
a
us
great
pitch
time. Mark
for this
Perfetti
show.
on the board there. Wonderful.
So let's go out on a song while people are going over to their machines to go to WMNF.org and hit up the tip jar for the live music showcase. We'll see you next week on the show.
Bye,
Rock your
guys.
bond. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Jeannie.
Live people?
Sure. Absolutely.
Feel like it?
Yeah. We can take it
Facebook
home.
Live.
Yeah. We're still alive. Alive, alive.
We're still alive.
We're still alive. What did you say? Facebook Live. We're gonna do this, and then we took it off because we didn't think we had time. We'll leave you with a traditional number. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. There's no sorrow, toil, or danger in that bright day on which I go. I'm going there to see my mother. Going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I know the dark clouds will gather around me. I know my way is rough and steep. Golden fields lie out before me, where all saints vigil keep. I'm going there to see my father. Going there, no more to roam. I'm only going over Jordan. I'm only going over home. I am a poor, wayfaring stranger, traveling through this world of woe. There's no